All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to all you Akim out there who pushing his word with all truth and sincerity, and as well as to all you believers out there who believing on the gospel. And it's the brother Quara Abad from the GMS Houston camp. And real briefly, I'm at the job, so it should be brief. And I ain't too much got a title for the lesson, but I just kind of got a few words on my spirit. But nevertheless, just kind of meditating a little bit. And you will look at this movement of the Hebrew Israelites, and talking about the men on the highways and hedges. I'm talking about, and when I say look at them from a Christian point of view, from if Christians or how Christians perceive us, how people of the world perceive us, especially even within the nation of Israel, of us who know we Israelites, how other camps perceive Great Millstone. And what I mean is that the question could be asked that, why are we so confident? Why are the apostles and elders and bishops so confident and able to proclaim that we have 100% truth? Why? And not afraid to go into prophecy, so on and so forth. The thing is, though, what gives us confidence, and what backs up our doctrine to give us the ability to defend the doctrine is simply one thing within the scriptures that we stick to, starting with the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. Is one thing that we stick to that allow what we saying not to be refuted, that allow what we saying to have us speaking with this boldness and confidence as we do. And the simple thing is, as I just said, prophecy, man. Going into prophecy. No scoffer could contradict the prophecy. Vocab alone, when it get come down to prophecy, that's something that can't be changed. That's something that can't be let's debate it. No, it can't be debated. Let's see. Well, this is the Greek word. No. This is prophecy, man. And for example, what I was thinking about, say if a Christian was to walk up. As a matter of fact, before let's get a precept first. It's Revelation chapter 19 and verse 10. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him." It's the Apostle John speaking. It says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him," talking about he fell at the feet of an angel. "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai." Worship the Most High, that's the point. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy, man. And what's prophecy? Things that's set to come. And we saying them before it happened. Before, is to say. What the Heavenly Father have written down in his word that's been settled and established literally since the beginning of the world. The point is, these things can't change. It gotta happen. And going back to the point, this is why we're able to speak with confidence, because we speak in prophecy. This is why we're able to defend the gospel, because it's led by prophecy. The anchor of our ministry in Great Millstone is what? Is prophecy, man. Now, going back to the example I was going to make. Say if Vocab Malone or a Christian walk up, just using an example. Say if they walk up and they want to make the argument and go into, well, all people could be saved. No, we can go back and forth to make it entertaining for the camera. We can get a precept, he can get a precept. We can get a precept, and he can get a precept. But this the thing. This is the thing. For example, say if he want to get one of Apostle Paul letters and say, see, Paul said all nations get saved. And we get one and say, well, the Lord only came for the Israelites. And he get another one, well, Paul said right here that he wanted Agrippa to be saved. And we can get another one. This is the thing. Again, we can do all the back and forth for the entertainment of the camera, but if we want to just get straight to the point and put the whole conversation or so-called debate to rest, What do we have to do? Instead of just getting a precept, well, this one say this one, and that one say that one, all we got to do to prove everybody won't be saved, go to prophecy. Go to one of the prophetic scriptures in the book. For example, when it says that the heathens go build up our kingdom. When it says that Isaiah 14, 1 and 2, that the nation of Israel going to have our oppressors in captivity like they had us. And then that's going to put that whole thing to a rest. So if everybody could be saved, then why the heathens go be on this type of level in the kingdom? Why they going to serve us? Why, if they don't serve us, they're going to be destroyed and be judged? Again, prophecy kills any type of argument that people want to make, that all people could be saved, this Israelite thing, how we know we Israelites, prove y'all the Israelites. Okay, well, let's go to prophecy. One, the curses said the Israelites was going to be going through this. Two, it said that we was going to wake up in the latter days, stand on our feet in captivity, start prophesying, so on and so forth. Again, what allows us to defend this gospel is speaking not just the law word, because, the whole word, it do what it do, but especially prophecy, man. Nobody can get around these prophetic scriptures. Let's get another one. This one came to mind. Gainsay, say or resist. This Luke chapter 21. And this is a couple of thoughts I'm just getting off. Luke chapter 21 and verse 15, it says, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay or resist." And look, that's just going to the scriptures in a whole, though. Because I'm thinking, even for example, how you got these other camps, they want to make it a thing. With Great Millstone talking about, we great little girls and we great people, because we bring out the law. Well, prove all things. We just go to the law and break down what it say. Let the Bible speak, man. That's how we defend, letting the Bible speak, not coming out our own words, not just trying to, sound deep or getting other books. No, go into the scriptures and bring out the scriptures. And then especially what's going to solidify our doctrine is the prophecies, man, because who can get around that? Another example, Vocab Malone, they want to say that the nation of Edom is done away with. And I'm just giving off examples on how prophecy can just cut an argument short. Well, I got a precept. Well, I got one. No, that's what the prophecy say. At the end of all this, what's going to happen? When the Lord Yahweh Shai come back, what's said to happen? You feel me? Like, let's get straight to the point. Well, let's go into this Greek word. We can do that, but what prophecy say? At the end of all this, after it's all said and done, nor Jew nor Greek, nor what's going to happen to America? What's going to happen? Let's get straight to the point. You see? Prophecy cut a lot of bullshit out, man. A lot of gray area and just pointless arguments. What do the Bible say going to happen? You see? Let's read this again. Luke 21 and 15, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist." They ain't gonna better come up against it. They ain't gonna better disprove it. Now they probably can, on their videos or response videos like Vocab, they can try to say something to disprove it in front of their crowd, or their followers and subscribers. But at the end of the day, in the eyes of the Lord, who gonna be judged right for what they saying, and who gonna get a judgment for false teaching? We gonna see. We gonna see. But again, going back to the other example on how prophecy, it just gets straight to the point. Now, Vocab and these Christians like to say, oh, the Edomites done away with. And then you ask them, well, when did it happen and how did it happen? And they'll say, well, sometime in, you have some people say the 4th century BC, when in 300, the 3rd century BC, you had Alexander the Great, which was an Edomite, came after that. Then you had the Romans, which was Edomites, came after that. But then Vocab Malone gonna say, they eventually mingled among the people, after Rome, and who he said, the Nabateans helped destroy them, and then now we don't know what the Edomites said. We don't know. Well, hold on. Going back to prophecy, according to Bible prophecy, what did it say was gonna happen to the Edomites? Because one of his followers said, well, the Nabateans destroyed them. Okay, but according to Bible prophecy, the Lord never said he was going to use the Nabateans to destroy the Edomites. Then they're going to say, well, they just dispersed and all. No, according to end time prophecy, it was going to be a great judgment. And this is how we prove that the Edomites got to still be here. According to Isaiah 63, prophecy. Isaiah 34, prophecy, which is end time prophecy. That's when the Lord was going to come back during World War III. And what did both of them say? That the Lord was going to come back to the Edomites ruling. So if they was done away with, then how could that prophecy of Yahweh Shai coming back to the earth while the Edomites are ruling, if they was done away with, then how could that be fulfilled? The point is, Lamentations, the 4th chapter, also says that the Israelites' last captivity was going to be under the Edomites. You see? Ezekiel 35, verse 14 and 15, say that the Edomites won't get exterminated until the whole world is rejoicing in the kingdom. Ezekiel 35, 14 and 15. The point is, when you go to prophecy, it disproves the bullshit that these Christians or anybody say. Because if you say one thing, we ask you to prove it, you can't prove it. But when we read these words of prophecy to prove our point, let's read it again. Let's read the NLT. For I will give you, Luke 21 and 15, for I will give you the right words and such wisdom that none of your opponents will be able to reply or refute you, man. And this is the anchor of our salvation. This is why we're able to stand in boldness and preach, because we understand what's the things that's supposed to happen, and these people can't go to it. Again, we can make the back and forth, all people could be saved, but at the end of the day, the scriptures say the Lord come and save his people, and it's written in prophecy that in the kingdom of heaven, everybody else is going to be slaves. Let's get straight to the point. And this is what separates the true believers and the prophets from the fake. Keeping prophecy on the forefront, man. Because this is what going to matter. This is what matters. And it can't be broken. You see what that is? And I forget, but it said the scriptures can't be broken. Roughly part where Yahweh Shai said it. And also I think it said in Galatians 2, if I'm not mistaken. But I know it said one in Psalms. In Psalms it said how it can't be broken. Let me see if I can find that. Psalms, don't alter his covenant. Yeah, Psalms 89 and 34. Now when you read this, it's going into the throne of David. The Lord promising King David an everlasting throne, the everlasting rulership, right? But let's read it. The point is, none of this can't be broken. Prophecy it gotta happen. Real quick, Psalms 89 and 34, it says, my covenant will I not break, nor alter the thing that is going out of my lips. So when we get to these prophecies and speak prophecy, guess what? Nobody could refute that. It's written. It's written. And this is my last example, and I'm gonna end it. Another example I was thinking about, just to prove, and that's comfort for us as Israelites. How look, at the end of the day, no matter what we're going through, but this shit about to end. This shit about to end. And you know how we know we about to get out of here? Going to prophecy. I was thinking of Daniel, the 2nd chapter. Because initially this gave me my thought or the inspiration to do this lesson. Just prophecy, man. But when you go into Daniel, the 2nd chapter, just to show we at the end of the world, and it's clear, when you go into that statue, now Nebuchadnezzar had a dream of the different heathen kingdoms that was going to rule, starting at him being Babylon on down to Yahweh Shai coming back. That's the thing. When you go on that statue, you have the head of gold being Babylon. You have the chest and the arms of silver being the Medo-Persian Empire. You have the stomach and the thighs of brass, which is the Greeks. And you have the legs being iron, which is Rome. This is the thing. All those things happen in secular history. Take the Bible out of it, they happen in real life. Babylon ruled, Assyrio-Babylonian Empire ruled first, then the Medo-Persians came after, then the Greeks, then the Romans. That can't be refuted. That actually happened in real life. Now, the legs was the Romans, right? Part iron. It was iron. That's the time Yahweh Shai and them was living. So on that statue of Yahweh Shai and them, John the Baptist, the disciples, all of them, and apostles and all them, if they was in the legs, and that was roughly over 2,000 some years ago. This is the thing. If they was in the legs, where could we be? Where could we be? Now it's clear we in the feet and the toes, part iron and part clay. Here's the thing. If that statue was true according to secular history, real life, if it was the Babylonians to rule, now check this out, if it was the Babylonians to rule, and then after them was the Medo-Persians, then after them was the Greeks, and these things actually happened, then after them was the Romans, and now we at the time of America, and they don't the EU, the feet and the toes, what's next? And what the scriptures say, and this to prove like the Israelites, we about to rule next, no matter what nobody say. What happened after the feet and the toes? Did Nebuchadnezzar wake up after the feet and the toes or during the feet and the toes? No. What happened? A stone eventually came and hit the feet and the toes. Now, who is that stone? Of course, let's get it. Let's read it. That's Yahushua. Yahushua was that stone, and when he come, it says that stone was representative of the Israelites' kingdom being set up on earth. This is my point. Again, going into prophecy, how it can't be denied. If those kingdoms actually came one after another, Babylon, Medo-Persians, Greeks, Rome, America, NATO, and the EU, if those kingdoms actually came one after another, that's the point. Then shall not that stone come and hit the feet and the toes? If everything else in the statue played out and it actually happened in real life, and we're at the point where we living in the feet and the toes, the question is, well, shall not the dream be finished and the stone come still? And when the stone come, what that mean? Yahushua come and set up the kingdom for him and the Israelites. The point is, that can't be denied, man. That can't be changed. That can't be refuted. Because if everything else happened in secular history from Babylon on down to right now where we at, the feet and the toes, there shall not that stone come. And when that stone come, what that mean? The kingdom of Israel will be set up forever, and that's it. Now see, simple things like, not simple, but things like that, we could just go straight to prophecy and cut all of the back and forth out. What prophecy say? At the end of the day, what's the end all be all? And that's what's going to allow us to have the one up on people when they try to come up against the doctrine. We could easily defend it by way of prophecy. Let's read Daniel 2 real quick. You know what? We ain't going to read it. I'm about to wind it down. You see, but just think about that. If a Christian want to come up and make it the argument how the kingdom of heaven for everybody, okay, well, go to prophecies that say that the heathens go be kingdom. They're going to be kingdom. They're going to build up our kingdom. They're going to be slaves in the kingdom, so on and so forth. Go to the proof. That's the proof. That's the proof. All prophecy is the proof. That might be the title. Prophecy is the proof, man. You see? So when we prophesy, go to the word of the Lord. Let that speak instead of, speaking out our own words. That's what's going to hurt more. Matter of fact, let's get this. Let's get this first. It's 1 Peter 4. I think it's 1 Peter 4. Yo, 1 Peter 4 and 11. We're going to read this in the NLT. Now we're going to read the KJV. It says, if any man speak, so if we open this Bible, or call ourselves teachers, it says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. Go into the word. Prove it with the word. Because you have people like, vocab and, different scholars and scoffers. They'll come up, ask a question, and when they realize they get cornered, they ain't got the answer, they'll say a joke, throw a joke out there, or say something that's off topic to get people, concentration off, just like a snake to wiggle out of the situation. And now you start talking about random shit and you get off the point, now he wiggled out. No, stay on the point and continue to talk about the word of the Lord, man. Continue to allow prophecy to come out. That's what's going to defend us. It says, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which the Most High giveth, that the Most High in all things may be glorified through Yahushua Mashiach, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. So wow, let's get one more and I end it. It's Hebrews. It was Hebrews 4 and 12. It says, and this is why we should speak prophecy. Because we could talk our own words. We could speak our own words, but they ain't going to have an effect as if we bring out the proof. When people hear book, chapter, and verse, and they see, oh, shit, that's in the Bible? That's what the Bible say? How y'all know y'all Israelites? Well, it said the Israelites will go on slavery on ships, and you read that verse, it's like, damn, that do say that. right? Or how you know in Jesus black? Well, this is it describing right here. Damn, it do say that. Well, how you know the Israelites gonna have the last kingdom of the Lord coming? Well, go read the scriptures, man. It's in there. Again, stick to prophecy and we gonna win. Stick to prophecy and we gonna win. Let's read this real quick. Hebrews 4:12 in the NLT. For the word of the Most High is alive and powerful. It is sharper than the sharpest two-edged sword, cutting between soul and spirit. This gonna mess with them. This gonna mess with them. It says mess with somebody's spirit, man. It says just like vocab, he tripping out right now. He ain't talking about the New Orleans dance either, but he tripping out right now. It says, sharper than any two-edged sword, cutting between soul and spirit, between joint and marrow, and it exposes our innermost thoughts and desires. It's gonna open a man up to who he really is and how he really feel about things, man. Either you get offended, right, or you gonna get converted. Either you gonna get offended or you gonna get converted. You know, but that's what prophecy do. Even prophecy let us know who could be an Israelite or not. Meaning what? The scriptures say the spirit beareth witness with our spirit. So if you bring out these scriptures, going to prophecy, you know, about the Israelites being dark-skinned people, you know, for the most part, you're going to have slaves in the kingdom. You go into these prophetic things, the Lord of so-called black man. If people could bear witness with that, even if they look like heathens, well, look, that could be, you know, a good clue that they could be Israelites, though. You see? But I'm in it right there. I got, you know, co-workers and shit starting to come out. I'm in it right there. Hey, Lord, with the lessons out of fun again, stick to prophecy. That's the anchor of our ministry, man. You know, that's what's going to allow us to defend the gospel, you see? But keep fighting, keep pushing. We'll give all praise to Yahweh, Bashan, Al-Shah, Bashan, Fagadash, and with that, Shalom.